Hi, friend. Welcome back to the podcast. Today feels special because we're heading into International Women's Day on March 8th. And I wanted to do something that's not just motivational, but actually will be useful for you in the lifestyle that you are continuing to create and in your business. Because a lot of women I talk to are doing everything, building their businesses, managing their life, and carrying this crazy mental load. And then the business advice that we continue to get is like, just do more, like literally add more to your plate. And I'm sitting here like, no, no more. We can do different. We can do more strategically so that you can get more out of your day by doing less. Love knowing the roots of things because it reminds us why they matter. It reminds us why everything in life matters. And International Women's Day goes back more than a century. And in 1910, a leader named Clara Zetkin proposed the idea of having a day each year across countries where women come together to push for change and to support one another. And when I hear that, here's what makes me think more about business. Women who grow differently, they're not pushing for it to be harder. They want to be more organized and they want to build something that's going to be long lasting, that's going to be eternal, that's going to build a legacy. So I was thinking to myself, how can I incorporate all of this into the business aspect of the way that we do things today for that high performing woman, for the individuals that want to so honor all of the women that have gone before us. So I've created 3 levers for growth that actually allows what we're doing to last. Because if one of these is weak, growth starts to feel like really overwhelming and really heavy. So I wanted to reference Maya Angelou, who is one of my all-time favorite writers. I absolutely love her work and resonate with it so much. One of my favorite quotes from her is, "When you know better, you do better." And that's ultimately true of anything. And I love that idea for business because we're all learning exactly as we are in the present state. In whatever season that we're in, we're learning from it, right? So you're not behind if you feel like you don't know everything. You are refining where you are. And you are essentially building upon what you already know. And you get to decide what's next for me. So I want to bring in the 3 levers here for you to start considering in your business. Lever 1 is leads. So picking one engine that's really going to help you scale and move your business forward. We need a dependable way for new people to find us. And I want to make this ridiculously simple for you by suggesting that you pick one lead engine for the next 30 days, not 5, just one. So an example could be like partnerships and referrals, like actually reaching out to individuals on a consistent basis. Also, content that leads to conversions is another idea. And then growing your email list. That is an area that is untapped for so many entrepreneurs. And then finally, speaking, workshops, networking. There are so many different things that we're not consistent with. We're doing it periodically. So that is my suggestion here, is to pick one modality and then commit to it for the next 30 days. So which one actually resonates with you and what one do you feel that you really truly could be committed to? And what one will you actually do? Lever 2 is the conversion. So just remember that clarity sells. Are people clear on what you do and how you can help them? Here's a really quick test that you can ask. So if someone asked, "What do you do?" Could you say it in one sentence without rambling? Here's an idea of the way that you could put it out there. I help whoever that is with the problem so that they can, and then the result. And here's what makes it work. The clearer you are, the easier it is for the right people to say yes to you, right? So the third piece of this is capacity. So just remember that this is the one that most people typically ignore. And then they're confused, like, why am I not reaching this next level of success? Why isn't this working as I originally had envisioned? If your schedule is already maxed out, the business cannot expand without something breaking. A simple weekly rhythm is something that is going to help you to stay consistent with all of your weekly goals. And one of the things that I am always suggesting to my clients is organized flexibility. So it's really great to have some level of organization and to have your systems and processes in place, but we want to be flexible enough so that we continue to work around the lifestyle that we are building, we are achieving, and we are moving forward with. So with regard to time management, I'm always asking my clients, how much time are you blocking out for your marketing? How much time are you blocking out for your sales? Are you making time for those connections? So let's look at the blocks where you're spending most of your time. What does a CEO block look like? Are you taking time to really truly look at the sales, the marketing, the connections, the follow up? How much time is being dedicated to those specific crucial areas that are, in fact, growing your business? Because if you're not focusing on how you can look at them and track them, then again, that result that you're looking for is going to be unknown. You're not going to know what's working and what's not working. So, what is one block you're missing right now? Like if you added just one thing, everything would feel less chaotic. Think of a woman who influenced you. Maybe she didn't even call it leadership or CEO block or the time that she took for herself. She just showed up confident and she showed up with a way that encouraged you to move forward and take action in your own life. And another question that I want to throw out there is, do you have support for the season that you're in? Because women who grow differently don't do it alone. Do you have a community that's helping you to stay accountable? Do you have individuals that are in your support network that are building alongside of you? Do you have what is necessary in order to have the kind of accountability that's required at your level, right? Because it's understandable that we get pulled in a million different directions. But what do you do when you need to come back to center? What is your foundation? How is everything being created and what is it being built out of? When you are building, you want to continue to evolve. Don't want to stay where you are. You want to expand on what you've already created. So what are we doing? We're building something that's going to last. We're building something that's creating more stability. And by doing those things, it's allowing us to keep going and to keep growing and to become more of who we're meant to be. So just think about all of the things that you've accomplished up until this point and celebrate it. Celebrate those wins. Celebrate the CEO that you are now and the CEO that you continue to become. I hope that this resonated with you today and that it was encouraging and helps you to continue to step forward into that next level of success. Thank you for following us on Dream Ignite Build. I encourage you to subscribe and we look forward to seeing you soon.